Yeah, I
All
seen it,
right,
boy.
man, let's get it. All right.
All our illusions will disapparate, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
I love y'all.
The reasons that we're here.
What's up? What's up? I like that. I like that.
Okay.
I just hit reasons, man. That's right. This the place for y'all to actually give y'all opinions on what we're talking about and the topics we're talking about today. I'm your boy Fuel.
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on.
Black Lift in the house as always. Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? And then y'all don't know what y'all got here. Y'all have a single man, a man in a relationship, and a married man with some wise conversation. You know what I'm saying? So so y'all getting it all today here, y'all. We got a lot to talk about, but I want to start off by first of all, I want to give my condolences to the family of Matthew Perry that just passed away, you guys. He just passed away just, I think, a few days ago, and it was not determined just yet what he passed from. They was trying to see if it was anything dealing with
drugs or foul play,
or anything like that, OD, but they have passed that out. That's out. That's not the case as for now. So yeah. So still though, one of the reasons too, it kind of touches me as well is because I've actually met him. It's crazy because actually he was going through something at the time that I met him. He was actually gambling a lot as well. I don't know a lot of people have put that out there or not, but he was gambling a lot, and that's where I met him at one of the casinos here. And and he looked kind of bad then. And at that time, I kind of, I was kind of skeptical as to if he was gonna, really make it. You know what I mean? Because I was hearing about the drug stuff and all that, and then the fact that he was gambling a lot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of bothered me back then. You know what I'm saying? But and then you see what happens now. So yeah, so I get kind of a little touched by that when you actually run into these celebrities, because I don't get what do you call it, star shocked or anything like
starstruck,
whatever. Yeah, I don't get that. You know what I mean? Because I was in the business too, so I guess I just don't get that or whatever. But still, I have much respect for this man that basically, if you guys don't know, he played Chandler on Friends, the whole franchise of Friends, and went from like what was it, 30,000 an episode, all the way up to $1 million an episode by the time
that was getting dope.
Yeah,
yeah, that was getting dope for real.
Yeah,
for real.
40 some million or whatever before it was all said and done. As far as his pay. So yeah, man. So rest in peace, you guys, to Matthew Perry, you guys.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry, man. My condolences.
Rest in peace, brother.
We got Marlon's in the house. Marlon's in the house. What's up? We got who else we got? Oh, Letta. She's always in the house. What's up? Yeah. We got a lot for y'all today. And don't forget to share and subscribe to YouTube Live, baby, or YouTube Fighter Broadcasting on YouTube. All right, man. Who else we gonna tell? Oh, real quick. In case y'all don't know who my man Willie Fields is, but Willie Fields is a musician from Ohio that basically, goes around. He's here in California now as well. Comes back and forth and visit us, whatever. He used to play for us some tunes and stuff like that or whatever.
What's up, Willie?
Yeah, but we haven't got, we ain't got the setup like we had, last year. So it was kind of difficult to get all that together today. But he is in town. One of the things that he's actually working with is for you guys that live in Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas, and the Quindera, Woody. I don't know if you know about that, but they're trying to make it a where they're trying to take the land basically from that area of Kansas or Quindera. You know where Quindera is,
Yeah,
right?
Quindaro, yeah.
Yeah, so they're trying to take that area. I don't know who the city or someone, but they're also trying to make it a landmark, a historical landmark. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So look that up, you guys, if you guys are living in Kansas and support that in Missouri, because you know Kansas and Missouri, we always rock together. Sometimes, you know, we have our days, but we still rock. So look that up and support that cause or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing of making Quindera a landmark, a historical landmark. All right. And it was back in the day, Fat Boy, there was like a railroad, I believe, the Underground Railroad, I think, ran through there, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
yeah.
I might want to
get to that.
on that or whatever.
Yeah, we
but
need to
if I'm
check
not
that out.
mistaken, yeah. So yeah, and so that's one of the fights for that. Mom's in the house. I see you, moms.
Moms, hey Carletta, what's up, Marlon? What's the deal? Doing my sending out all the stuff.
All right, guys. So let's get into it. That's so y'all know we've been talking about this list, these expectations of women in this list, right? And and of course we posted last, and like I said, I really do think, because this stuff didn't come about up until we had Jamie on the show. I think that I seen more and more about this whole thing of the expectations.
I know, huh?
You know what I'm saying? It was
real.
real. It was crazy or whatever, which I appreciate her coming on, man, because it actually added a lot of perspective onto what women think and how women think about, this dating scene these days. But this list is also more so of what's expected of us men as opposed to the women. And it's going to shock you guys.
It ain't gonna shock me.
No, it ain't gonna shock me.
It ain't gonna shock me at all.
Yeah,
I'm not shocked. I'm unshockable.
You're unshockable. All right. So the ladies and that are watching, and anyone that's actually on here watching or whatever, we gonna go down. We don't do the whole list because it's long. It's long. We ain't gonna do the whole thing, but we're gonna do some of it. Well, it's long. The funny thing is long for us men. It's not for long. It's not long for the women.
Can you at least could you put it up on the screen?
There we go. Can you see it? Let me see. Let me take us out if I can.
Damn.
Did I take us out? Okay. So basically what it is this list. Yeah. Let me see if I'm trying to see if I can get us set up so we can see that without having to. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, move yourself to the side, bro.
I know. I'm trying to move me.
Okay, that's better.
That's a little better.
That's the best we're gonna get. It look like.
I guess.
Yeah. Here we go.
Fire the IT dude.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
How to make your husband happy, y'all. So this list says, and it's a short list for us.
It's easy.
Feed him,
man.
sleep with him, leave him in peace. Don't check his phone. Don't bother him with his movements. Clean the house. Wash his clothes. Always pray for him. So what's so hard about that is what they ask. Do y'all see this list? Everybody see this list?
That's okay, but that list looked like it was written by a dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, that's a dude. That's a dude.
Whoever
that's definitely a man.
Yeah, that's a dude.
No, I didn't say that he made this list though. He could have gotten it from somewhere as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this is just where I pulled it from, you guys. All right.
Okay.
So so we see the list, and there and the list for the men really is pretty much on point. I think
it's close.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
I can tell you now, man. The first list, how to make your husband happy, bro. These modern women ain't going for that.
Yeah, for the first part. Yeah,
these modern women ain't going for none of that. They want to check your phone. Hey, they not washing your clothes, nigga. You wash your own clothes. You know what I'm saying? They might, hey, we can take turns doing the laundry or something like that. Don't bother where he goes, man. Get the hell out of here. They want to know where you going. That whole thing is
leave him in peace. It ain't never happening. It's not happening.
No.
You're not getting it.
But the question is, the thing is how to make us happy. Do you feel like that would make us happy though?
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Even
it
though
would.
they might not do it. With these things, is this a true fact that this would make your man happy?
I think they are
Or
definitely
husband,
as a
would
man,
this make you happy?
as a man, I definitely agree that those things will definitely play a tremendous part in the happiness of a man in a relationship. What do you think, Black Lip? That was a definitely politically correct answer.
Right. So Letter says I can agree with the list on how to make your man happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay, but I don't know your age range, Letter. But I know for a fact these young girls ain't going for none of that.
No.
Not near one of that.
You'll be able to get 3 though. I think you can get 3.
I think you can get fed. You're gonna get slept with. You're gonna sleep. You're gonna sleep with him.
Okay.
You're gonna get 1.
You're
right.
gonna
You might get fed. You're gonna get slept with.
I think you can get them to pray for you too.
You pray for you.
Yeah, pray for you.
And you can probably get your woman to clean the house. It depending on what your situation is as far as it's as far as if she's there and that's basically all she's doing or whatever, as opposed to you bringing home the income, blah blah blah.
Okay, but show me a modern relationship.
Hey, you see, I'm looking at this list, Black Lip. I'm looking at this list, I'm like really trying to figure out like which one. I'm trying to really put the third one in there, but it's in between because we know they ain't leaving them in peace. That's how.
No,
they'll go ahead and cut that out of there.
No,
a woman can't leave a man in peace. That's
that's
not gonna ever happen. She got something for him to do, something to be done. You a husband. So as a husband, you know it's always something for you to do. It's something for Black Lip to do right now.
You already know, Fat Boy. You already know. Don't check his phone. Make it the hell out of here.
I don't even want to.
That's right out.
Okay. But you know what? My girl don't do it. My girl don't do it. But I'm not.
Mine don't either. But what I don't do is I don't never like hide my phone, like put it face down, or I don't do no crazy stuff. You know, I leave my phone. Hey, you can. Her face in my phone.
So what you just said, if she don't check your phone, that makes you happy.
I'm not really tripping about the phone. I ain't tripping about the phone.
Is that a form of happiness to have someone?
I don't have to worry about it. So
I think 2 of these. This is my thing though. Let me tell you. This is how I know a man did this and he wasn't really, because 2 of these go into leaving him in peace. I think that don't check his phone and don't bother him with his movements. That's leaving him in peace. But that's not gonna happen. So you might as well anyway. So you're gonna boom, boom, boom. I think you can get 2. I'm not sure you can get 3 of these. You definitely can get a woman to pray for you.
You can look, you can get a prayer.
Y'all missing the point.
I get the point. We're just joking. I get you. I get what you. I'm just calling. I do think that these things. I do think these things will help. I do think these things will work and make a man happy.
All those things would undoubtedly make me happy. I just don't think this is written by a woman.
I just don't think it's this year.
Y'all crazy. Y'all like it just ain't gonna happen though.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
No,
none of that shit gonna happen. All right, what's the list?
All right, so let's go with the next list, which is how to make your wife happy. And it's really not that difficult. He said, but
a man
to make a wife happy, a husband only needs to be a friend, a companion, a lover, a brother, a father, a master, a chef, electrician, a plumber, a mechanic.
How the hell they get that and we get job titles?
But I get okay. So now I get what he's doing. I get what he's saying. I get it now.
Yeah, we're gonna
now I get what he's doing. Basically, what he's saying is,
let's break it down. Hold on.
All you really got to do is offer these few things to men. But for women, they require a man to be all of these things, right? You got to be an electrician, you got to be a plumber, you got to be a landscaper, you got to work around the house, you got to do dishes, you got to be able to cook, you got to be able to be mental, you got to be emotional, you got to be able to do all that. So I get where you're going with it. But it's definitely written.
9 to 52. What the hell?
Hold on. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's how long the list is. And plus, this one says without forgetting to give her compliments regularly. Go shopping with her, be honest, not stress her out, not look at other girls. Yeah. And at the same time, you must also give her lots of attention, give her lots of time, especially time herself, give her lots of space, allowing to visit her family members and her relatives. But most of all, that's very important, is to learn not to ask for change when you give money for shopping.
Oh, for sure.
Whatever
You
you
ain't
give
getting that
out
back.
become rightly hers, no matter how big the note is.
Bro,
So
1,000,000% this shit was written by a dude.
Yeah.
I
sure.
can't say that. I can't say that.
Oh
What?
no.
I can't
Oh, a
say
man did
That's
this.
that's a whole lot.
A man did this, but I like where you're going with it. I absolutely love where you're going with it, because that last one, if everything he said on here was bullshit, that last one is the realest shit. If you give a woman a bill and you married, Black
Mhm.
Lift, you know, you give your wife $100 bill, you're never seeing the change of it. Like, you're
In your
never
face.
gonna see that $43.03. Like, you never, and it ain't even, she just gonna keep it because it's, you gave it to her.
Unless she knows you, though. If she
Okay.
knows you,
And I can tell you right now, this list was written by somebody not in America.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that number 52, no matter how big the note, that's African and European money. They call them bank notes. They don't call it,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I get what you're saying.
okay.
I
Right,
see that.
right.
I see that.
Yeah, that is somebody in Europe or Africa.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, with the last name, he definitely like East. Yeah, he like Middle Eastern or something like that.
Probably,
Something
yeah.
like that, or Russian, something like that, somewhere.
It ain't American, I tell you that.
Oh damn, show that. But I get the point that he's trying to make. I think that I was gonna say that it's a little one-sided, but I get the point that he's trying to make.
Their expectations is less than what ours is for
are
them.
high. But this is the problem with us as men, and we kind of talk about this on the show. Why is our expectations only them 8 things? Why aren't we asking for women to be these things, right? Why aren't we asking for women to be prayer warriors for us? Why aren't we asking women to be a certain level? We don't ask for shit but pussy and food, really. When you think about it, excuse my language.
Yeah,
and then we get upset when we get less. I feel like we just gotta start asking for more. But the issue is, what I'm learning is, women ain't really ready to give more, bro.
I don't know, you guys. I do agree with that our list is a lot shorter for happiness than it is for a women's list. You know what I'm saying? I think even if it don't have to be these particular 8 that he has put on here, but our list as of happiness that we require for our happiness is a lot shorter than the list
extremely short
for a wife, for your wife's happiness.
But see, that's my point. Was this list written to be sarcastic? Was he trying to be funny?
No, I mean,
or was he trying to be serious? Is my question.
No, I think it's a true fact that the women's list is longer than our men's list. Period. You know what I mean? Because we are expected to do a whole lot more than what they're expected to do.
Hold on 1 second.
I've seen a video over this week, this past weekend, that was actually a young lady. A guy asked a young lady, what is it that a man can, no, what is it that a woman can give a man as a wife that he can't get in a relationship?
You mean from a girlfriend versus a wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it that, you know what I'm saying? And I it got me kind of flabbergasted, because I'm not sure, like, you know, what would be the difference? Because when you're trying to be a wife, you're doing certain things or whatever before the marriage, you know what I'm saying? That basically, you know, but if your intent, what's your intentions? Your intention is to be the wife, or, you know, so that would be the question. You know what I'm saying? Your intention to be is to be the wife, or what? You know, so so that would be, you know, I don't know. Like I said, that list is to me is I think it's a pretty good list. Let's see what Letta said here. I definitely not written. She said definitely was not written by a woman.
Yeah. And then she said, "Fat boy, y'all want it, but you are correct that y'all don't ask for it." I think those things touch on emotion, vulnerability, and that's why y'all seldom ask.
Ooh, good
so
point.
Letta, I definitely, I agree with you on that. And one of the things that I often say is that women, in order to have sex, a lot of women have to have an emotional connection, and men don't.
Right. True. Also, I wanted to say, I think that we do. I think it's a lot of assumption that goes into the relationships. Before you assume that this is going to happen. You assume that that's going to happen as opposed to asking it. And a lot of people make a mistake of assumptions in the relationship. Because we don't communicate and be like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. You just assume that this is what's going to happen because your relationship is either evolving to a certain extent to where you don't feel like that you have to talk about that because you think she sees it, she's going to get it. He sees it, he's going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Say for instance, if you was a woman and I moved in with you, if you don't discuss the fact of what my role is once I move in with you, you're going to either one assume it or you're going to be upset the fact that I didn't, just think of it myself and do it. You know what I'm saying? If I come into a household and something breaks down and I don't fix it, or I'm not able to fix it, or I just ignore it and be like, well, call somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
But beforehand, you probably assume that he's a man, so he knows when he come in here, this is his responsibility.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's when we have a breakdown in those communications because people constantly assume things or whatever, as opposed to let me bring you back in, fat boy.
I'm in here. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. As opposed to just basically discussing it and having it happen, man, make it happen. So I said our list is a lot shorter, and I think our list is shorter because of assumptions, and their list is longer because of assumptions. They think that we should know. They think that we should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? And automatic. So that's what I get on that list. I told you we weren't gonna be on there that long.
No.
That's what I get from that list or whatever. But I just wanted to see you guys' opinion and the listeners' opinion as to when it comes to a list of things that people expect from you in a relationship. Is our list longer or is our list shorter?
Still written by a dude.
Whether it's
I definitely think that.
Does it matter? Does it matter whether it's written by a dude or not?
I think it does. Yeah.
Why?
Because
do you think our list would be shorter or longer if it was written by a female?
I think it would be shorter.
What?
Yeah.
If it was written, if a female wrote that list, you think that our expectations for their expectations?
I think that list would be shorter because if it were a woman knows.
Ladies out there, y'all
what
heard that.
she wants, and I think she would know how to be a little bit more concise than that list there.
But that list is only 8.
I'm talking about the other one. The list.
Their list, their expectations would be shorter.
You think that would be shorter? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
I don't think that this is what I think, and as we can get off of this, I don't think that it was necessary. I think he was just saying that these are all the things you have to be. Right? I don't think he's saying you got like this is what makes a woman happy. It's saying like a woman got to be this to make a man happy, but a man got to be all of these things. Not necessarily an electrician, but she do want you to be able to fix a light socket. I get what he's saying. She do want you to be able to cut the grass. She do want you to be able to be emotional, intelligent enough to be her companion. And they do require all those things. But like Black Lift say, I do think it'll be more concise and in detail. But I think it will still be, they wouldn't add the extras like the last 4 or 5 he put, because they just wouldn't, because a man knows that, right? I think that from a man's perspective, only a man knows that a woman never gives back the change, right? That's how I know a man wrote this. Just because
that's still assumptions though. That's an assumption. Okay. You assume that they would know.
Definitely know, because most women won't listen. That's almost like an unwritten rule women don't even talk about the change they keep. Does that, you get what I'm saying? So a woman is not gonna say that.
Right.
A woman is not gonna say that because they don't even talk about the change they keep. They don't talk about that. That shit like an unwritten rule. Only black men, that shit an unwritten law. Like that shit, that money gone.
Let us know.
And I'm gonna tell you now. We need to get off of it, but I'm gonna tell you now.
Y'all keep saying we need to get off.
Like a woman, like if you go by a woman's age range, it's like a 20-something-year-old woman would never expect a 20-something-year-old dude to know half that shit. He can't even drive a stick shift.
You think so?
I can't either, bro.
I know that's your age. See, you showing your age. I know.
Young as hell, man. It's so funny. My grandpa tried to try me when I was real young. He tried to teach me how to drive a stick shift. I just couldn't get you gotta have real brain power to drive a stick shift. You gotta be hella intelligent.
All you gotta do is have patience when you're driving the stick shift. You just gotta have patience, man. And it comes naturally as you go, huh?
Phil, you remember my mama had that little Volkswagen Beetle?
Ooh, I remember the Beetle, yeah.
And she taught me how to drive a stick.
Yeah.
On that Volkswagen Beetle in hilly-ass Kansas City.
Yep.
That's
so we both learned how to drive stick when we were young.
That's the best stick shift to learn how to drive in, though.
Right.
Not the punch buggy.
Yeah. How many gears did you strip, Sean?
Man, look.
That's the thing.
It ain't that, man. It's how many times I roll back down that goddamn hill.
Right, exactly.
Trying to get up that motherfucker.
Right. All right, let's get into this next one, man. Ex-NBA star.
Are we gonna do this one? We gonna jump into this?
Yeah. Joe Smith.
Wow,
his wife had
that's how she hit me, huh? I see
all upside the head, bro.
Without his acknowledgement. Would you leave her after something like that? Would you leave your wife if you knew that she never? Okay, so here's the story.
Break the story down. Give the people. Why you didn't bring the clip? Because that would have been perfect for the clip.
Wait a minute, I just might have it, but that
would have been perfect for the clip. But I can get a story while you look for the clip.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
So basically, ex-NBA player Joe Smith played for the Atlanta Hawks and all of that. Basically called his wife. He found out that she had a secret OnlyFans page that's lucrative. She's been making money. She has fans and subscribers. And he was quite teed as most men would be.
Right.
Go ahead and roll that clip, Phil.
All right.
You like that segment, huh? I'm getting better at this. You like that segue? Y'all like that segue? You like that, huh?
Nice transition.
Nice little transition.
How are you guys doing? Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period.
Yeah.
And, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, she wants to really put a bigger, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. I mean, it's no secret, Joe's financial issues, and I have always made a good life for myself, Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, and I came back here, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, I've been doing a lot, and I just figured out, I I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it, so I had to. When
Okay.
I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So
she
when
was already
my
she
music
was already in the adult industry.
Okay, so yeah,
Right.
So she been selling pussy.
well,
sorry.
you know the
sorry,
saying,
y'all.
you can't make a
A whole
No.
housewife.
Hold on. Hold
I'm
on.
just saying, you know what they
Hold
say.
on.
I said the same. Don't come at me. I said the saying.
Hold on. You're right, and I agree with you. But this here, men, we got to do better, bro. See, fuck, I don't know how to go at this, y'all, cause she wrong, right? She wrong. Some things
She's not 100% wrong.
She's not 100. Okay, that's what I say. It could be seen that she is wrong, but when you really break it down to what she was saying, she said two key things that I didn't really pay. I didn't think that she was gonna hit us with. I didn't know the shit was in her bio, right? So you for a year, right? For a year, it's crazy. This is some crazy shit to me. For a year, I need to start checking my woman's Instagram page.
Man, would you get to the point?
But for a whole year, this man has been probably liking his wife's photos on Instagram and never once realized that she had an OnlyFans page. It took for another woman to tell him that his wife had an OnlyFans page. That's one. That's two. Brothers, when you get this money and you marrying these women and you getting them accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you must remember that you got to keep your hustle on point. Because if not, they're going to revert to what they know. Hence, she been doing this for a little while. Now, where I like to give her a pat on the back is she turned her hustle on, but she didn't go cheat on her husband. I think that I wouldn't agree with it, but I think that she found a way to make it work. And as a teammate, that's all you can ask for, especially if on your end, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Now, if he was, hold on. If he was, I'm not saying what she did is what I'm saying now. If he was keeping up to the lifestyle he had already got her accustomed to, and he was doing that, and she just decided to go do some whole shit on OnlyFans, that's different. But what she's saying is, I'm just going by what she said. What she's saying is due to their financial struggles.
Right.
This shit hilarious. Black, look at your face.
Right.
Due to her financial struggles, she had to go to OnlyFans. Now, do I agree with it? I don't. But I disagree with the fact he didn't know his wife had an OnlyFans for a year and it was in their bio.
I'm just waiting on you to finish, bro.
I know.
There it is. I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Woody, before I go. Go ahead.
All right, so Let It Joe said his side piece told him it's public info and he didn't know it's his fault. Okay, so I'm gonna come at this from a couple different angles. Number one,
I don't know. Is that facts though that it was the side piece? I don't know.
No, I think she said that it was a friend that basically was trying to fuck them up or mess up their relationship.
Right.
But number one, what I'm gonna say is she was a porn star before they met. If he knew that, okay, cool. It is what it is. Number two, okay, she was a singer. She knew she didn't sing, she didn't eat. Number three, he couldn't be mad enough to pay the bills. They was gonna get put out of their spot and all this other stuff. So me personally, like Fat Boy said, I applaud her because if she's doing this and kicking in money to the household and not just hoarding it for herself
and saving the
right,
house.
that's a saving our roof over our head.
Yeah,
that's a down ass chick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's just like a chick that back in the day that used to hide your work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the
I
thing,
mean, it is what it is. And so me personally, yes, it is his fault because he wasn't in touch with his wife. He didn't check her bio, didn't check none of this stuff. If he knew that he wasn't making the money to pay the bills, it had to come from somewhere.
Exactly. That was going to be my point. It's kind of like when you were in the gym, the way that you are, and the way that she said they were in the gym. Okay, and things are still getting paid for, and you're not questioning where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? That shows the lack of communication that they're having in their relationship. That shows that you either didn't care or whatever, or you was out doing your own little thing or whatever. But
That's what it was going on.
Doing something else or whatever the case may be, because you didn't try to figure out, like, damn, baby, where does money come from? You didn't ask that question.
I don't think he ever cared. I think that's a whole nother reason why she did it as well.
From? You know, and
that's
then
why she did it too.
I was going to ask you guys is, do you think OnlyFans is a form of cheating or not?
No.
That's my question.
That's a good question.
No.
I don't know, Black Lift.
No.
Having an OnlyFans.
I don't know. Argue that. That's a deep. Hold on now.
Is that
because I never thought of it that way? Because you got men that she telling some things that they are building an emotional connection. It's definitely emotionally cheating.
And sure.
Now she may not be.
No.
She may not be emotionally connected to them, but for damn sure they emotionally connected to her.
but what that got to do with her?
Well, okay.
I get what you're saying.
That's her
providing
job.
a service.
That's
she
her
providing
job.
a service.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I get you.
I don't even think. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even think prostitution should be illegal.
Okay.
Well,
if it's your body and you doing what you want to do with your body, you doing what you got to do to make the bills. Why are you worried about it?
Let me ask you this: if you, because you're a married man, and then Fat Boy, you're in a relationship. So if your wife actually was online flirting with someone else, showing her body to someone else, you don't know nothing about this. Is there? Do you think that's cheating or not?
I'm tweaking. Don't get me.
No, I don't.
I'm tripping. I ain't gonna lie to you,
bro. Like I said, I'll keep it a buck with you. Look, I'll be on there making some sex videos with her. I know a bunch of mugs that like husband and wife make that money.
Now see, now you own to something, Black Lift. See, now you talking of real isms. Hold on, Phil. Now we dropping real isms.
Stop.
Now you dropping real isms. Now, because they definitely could do an NBA ex-NBA player and his wife porn page, and it's really gonna make a bag.
But if that was
really can make a bag. But I get what I get what Phil's saying. That's not the case. So I'm gonna go with like Carletta said. She says, I think it's not cheating, but it's breaking the trust and being honest and being dishonest. You should be able to discuss it with your mate. I think that's where I don't want to say cheating, but she was dishonest because. But this is why I got both sides, right? She was dishonest, but I feel like he forced her to be dishonest. One, because he paying too much attention to the little broad, right? One. Two, financially, he ain't holding up his bargain, right? And so I swear to you, that's really why I work so hard, y'all. And any dollar or any bill that comes through here, I try to put some money. I try to pay it or put something a lot or most of it. Does that make sense? Because I understand that women, more than anything, they need that financial stability. And the fact that the type of relationship that when she met him, he was Joe Smith, NBA player, making millions of dollars a year. So she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So like Black Lift said, in one aspect, it ain't cheating because it's business. It's professional. Of course, she's teasing them. Of course, she's entertaining them. But in her case, she ain't even never leaving the house. It's all in the house. On your case, no, I'm going on both sides.
Phil, I know you're gonna disagree with your old fuddy-duddy ass. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, man. Look, I done been to Europe. And I done been to red light districts and all this other stuff.
But
I'm gonna tell you now.
That's not the point. Let me
Sex
finish.
work,
Let me
sex
go.
work is still
Let
work.
me finish. Would y'all let me?
A professional is a
Now,
professional.
Sex work is sex work.
Can your boy talk? Can he talk? Can he
Go
talk?
ahead, Fuel. Go ahead.
Talk.
Jesus, y'all like
Go ahead, fuddy duddy ass. Go ahead.
Buddy.
They call him Fuddy Duddy.
Oh, fuddy duddy
okay.
ass. Yeah.
No, let's put it this way: if the relationship was going well, if they were on a struggle and they were on a conversation as to what they're trying to do to get out of this struggle or whatever, and they're on that, on that page of, damn, we need to do this, we need to do that, and she's like, hey, well, I can still do my OnlyFans page. That'll bring us some income big time. That'll get some of these bills paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's her fault just as well, not telling him.
Oh, for sure.
I
agree.
Don't put your hand up, Woody. It's her fault for not telling him. Not to say it was completely wrong, you know what I'm saying? But it was already a breakdown within that relationship in order for her probably to go that route. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it's kind of like, when somebody's mad about something and he probably wasn't worried about, losing the lifestyle they had, but she probably was. And she's like, hold on, I don't want to lose this shit. I'm about to do something so I can stay in this crib, so I can keep these cars, so I can keep this business or whatever. And I'm not going to let him bring me down. So she's not going to discuss it with him because why? They're not on the same page. Somewhere in their relationship, they had a breakdown on what they need to be doing for their future. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to finance or whatever, people end up going a little bit apart or whatever. And that's basically what happened with them. They went apart. She did her thing to make her money, and he did his thing or whatever, dealing with whoever the female is or whatever the case may be. And then this shit comes up or whatever. Oh, you got a fans page. To me, to be honest with you, they're both wrong. They're both wrong because, for one, he ain't paying no attention to her. He ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing to handle his business, else he would have known, right? Two, she could have been at least upfront and honest, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we're not getting this paid. I'm
definitely selling pussy on the net. She definitely could have said that.
I'm not saying that she's not, for her to stand up, like they said, stand up and do your thing, fine. I kudos to that as well. But you're talking about your marriage, and obviously there's the breakdown in the marriage. Read Michelle's thing real quick, somebody.
All right, I got it. Let me get it.
Yes, kudos to her for taking care of the bills until he got back up. She's a down chick. But on the other hand, she could have been in school while he was up and could have had better life choices instead of an OnlyFans page.
I agree. Come on now,
okay,
sister.
but let me.
Sister. Hey, Black Lift. Hold on. Let that marinate for a little while, because that was a good one.
Go ahead,
bro. Let me tell you something, man. When I worked for the railroad and I worked for the airlines, right? It was motherfuckers next to me that had PhDs and master's degrees. Education is not a guarantee to make more money.
Oh, I got
okay.
Nobody.
So let me say one thing real quick, Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to go back and rewatch that video.
Why?
Because you are stuck on this lifestyle thing. She didn't mention any. Wait a minute. Listen. Let me finish. You put a lot of assumptions in there talking about a lifestyle and all this other stuff. This chick said, she specifically said he wasn't doing it. So she went. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
No, because you got it wrong. You got it wrong.
Go back and watch that video.
I didn't say life. I said she says she has businesses to save. She has cars. She saved a house or whatever. That's a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle.
No, nigga, that's a life. Period. You don't nobody want to live on the street.
No, it's a lifestyle. If you got a car that you don't want to lose, you got a certain car. Say like if it's a Mercedes, you don't want to.
Did she sell a Mercedes? It could be a Honda, nigga.
Lifestyle because you want to be, and she got an NBA star at first or whatever, and they were living the life or whatever the case may be. Bro, you can't tell me that ain't a lifestyle. If you go back and look, she said he has a history of fucking off money. So therefore, a lifestyle. Therefore, don't try to come at me.
You getting.
I love hearing these two go at it. You know they. This is when you know they cousins, man. This is how you know they cousins.
You getting eviction notice on your door, boy. Look, I'll show whatever I got to get kicked out of my crib.
No, for real. I
You getting eviction notices on your door and foreclosures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
I have
Nobody
7 OnlyFans pages. I'll be in that motherfucker.
Bro,
Listen, but nigga, you just try to come with me
I
about.
be stripping on the weekend, you know.
You just try to come with me about a lifestyle, okay? And I wasn't saying if she's trying to save a house, if she's trying to save a car, if she's trying to save her lifestyle of what she's been having, want to be able to buy her a Gucci, want to be able to buy her, but you know, because she was
Once again, you adding stuff
because she was
Gucci, Louis. You adding that? She didn't say that.
I just said the basic.
Yeah.
But for what she said a house and the businesses. Did she or did she not say that?
She did.
Okay, so if she said a house and the businesses or whatever that she didn't want to lose or whatever, still it's a lifestyle.
Who wants to lose a business that they own?
The point is,
and especially if you can do something to save it, because he's not.
Okay, I'm not arguing that.
I don't think that. Okay,
you guys y'all missing the whole point.
I think this is y'all today. This is y'all today.
The whole point is this. The whole point is this. The young lady basically she was already a stripper, right? When you make listen, when start off, when you're a stripper, you're used to making a lot of money, right? And when you're making a lot of money, you set yourself in a lifestyle. So she married a man that basically was balling and making money at one point or whatever, and had him and still in a lifestyle where she didn't have to strip. She didn't have to do that for a while or whatever the case may be, right? But now they're in a situation where he blew all that. He don't have the same means that he used to or whatever, and it will would take away from their lifestyle.
Hold on, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's nowhere in the world he should be able to take care of the home. He get a nice pension.
You're right. That stuff does equate to her lifestyle. Exactly. But at the same time, if she can afford to get the money to keep that lifestyle, then that's on her, because he can't do it.
But that was my whole point. My whole point, and you try to come in with me about the lifestyle thing, dog. So now,
because you mentioned Louis and Gucci's and Mercedes and shit. That bitch can drive a Honda, nigga. You don't know?
That's examples. That's the example. That's just example. But
that's example of an extravagant lifestyle.
I just added on to the example of what she basically was saying as far as her house and her home and her cars and her business.
That's not extravagant though. That's living. That's being able to have a place to live, bro.
Who's about to make me a page and telling my man to get one? Tell my man to get one. Would you say
lovable
Marshall? What's up?
That's what's up. I know a bunch of couples that do that shit. They make them together.
To get him one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But if you're on that same page, that's a whole different thing. But if you basically, like you said, not paying attention to your wife, and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or whatever the case would be, and she does it anyway, it's still one, it's your husband. You should be telling him or whatever. Two, if you not, it's because of the breakdown of the communications that y'all have within the household, period, or within finances or whatever. So, like I said, in order for her to keep it for whatever lifestyle that she has, she wanted to keep, and she didn't want to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? And so she did what she had to do as a separate person.
No, she didn't.
I don't think. Okay, so I see what Black Lives saying. Hold on.
That money is coming to the.
Hold on. I think. Hold on. Okay. So I see what's both sides saying. On one hand, you right, Fuel. She did it individually, but like Black Lives said, on the other hand, she brought it back to the table.
She hold you down, nigga. You living.
It is not like she been holding on to the OnlyFans page and been pocketing it to them.
And when did I say anything like that?
But hold on. What I'm saying is there also is she is doing her part of the team. Now, is it out of pocket for men like us? Absolutely.
That part, Michelle, is the only page not included in the wedding vows before God. Stop it.
No, they're not. But she was a porn star before he met her.
Exactly.
So she been selling pussy. I don't. Exactly. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna. We're not gonna. Exactly. We're not gonna. Hold on. We're not gonna ignore the fact that he got into a woman that got married. Okay. He married a woman who was a professional anyway.
Exactly.
That's what she did. But so hold on. I'm not condoning it because I would have probably kicked their ass out. I'm just saying.
But keep doing it. They got married. You know what I'm saying?
But
they're not in a relationship. They're in a marriage.
He did put her in a position. hold on, he did put her in a position to revert back to how she was used to. But what I give her credit for, what I do give her credit for, is she found a creative way to still not cheat on her husband, to keep it away from him, and she put the money back into the pot. Now, do I fully agree with the OnlyFans shit at all? No. But in Black Liv's credit, I do agree with the fact that even in all that she did bring that shit back to the house and made sure and didn't know she'd get cut off if he wasn't doing his side. Now, we got to address that side of it, Fuel. Yes, as a wife, she's supposed to hold up her end of the bargain, but the moment
as a wife, you're supposed to discuss that or talk about it to your husband.
But is he okay? But this is the thing. Obviously, they have communication. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, they have communication problems.
She started looking out for herself.
Hold on. Well, not really.
She looked out for everybody.
For everybody, right?
Herself.
Now, she looked out. Okay, that's what I'm saying. She looked out for herself in the profession that she chose, but the profession that she chose is actually taking care of everybody. Well, so she looked out. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So she looked out with self to go with what Michelle said. She looked out with self. Yes, during the time she could have been using that time to further her career in education or whatever the fuck she wanted to do. She did it. She was a porn star. She was a retired. He retired her as a porn star. That was always in her back pocket. Since it was in her back pocket, she was able to pull it back out.
An issue with her not telling him. That's my point. Thank you, Letta.
Gave what up?
If he gave, if she wasn't stripping anymore during the marriage, if she basically gave up that part of life or whatever during the marriage, yes, it's going to be an issue when you do it and not say nothing to me.
Absolutely, it's an issue. That's the issue. To me, the dishonesty is the issue.
I've been making.
So let me be clear. Yes, you are correct. She should have told him. That's undisputable, undeniable.
Exactly.
At the same time, he should have been paying attention to his wife, and he should have been doing what he's supposed to do, which is provide for his wife. And he ain't doing nothing. And now he done run off at his sister's house or whatever. She's still the one making the money. He ain't.
And listen,
exactly. That's exactly the thing. This is the same thing I just said. I don't know how we got back in this circle.
She's still selling. She's still. He still got the OnlyFans page. And guess what? She on TMZ. She done probably got another 10,000 subscribers.
Exactly.
You think? Not only that, by being on TMZ, nigga, her fans page probably went up another million.
Vivid might be calling her back to do another movie soon.
Matter of fact,
so if I was Joe Smith, I'd go ahead and jump on this bandwagon and get into porn this year. Like 2024 be my year of porn if I was Joe Smith. I would be the new Dirk Diggler. I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious.
And you're right. Education isn't a guarantee for success, but statistics for Black women with an education say otherwise.
Absolutely. Yeah, they whooping our ass.
I still need to see percentages though.
Yeah, no, hold on. Educated Black women are whooping our ass. Hold up.
Of course. Compared to Black men,
I'm talking about statistically, period.
Yes, once again, compared to Black men, yes.
I'm talking about compared to damn near everybody. They whooping statistically, they whooping everybody's ass right now. Black women are whooping everybody's ass right now in medicine, and they everywhere right now. I kind of agree with that.
Okay.
Right now, I agree with you on that one.
Now,
Black women whooping ass.
And not only that, since we're talking about the Black women and education, and I know from firsthand because I lived there, and there was the women in Atlanta. They are very well educated. They are doctors, they're lawyers, they're nurses, RNs, all that type of stuff. But get this, they're still strippers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some are because that extra cash, that extra money is to basically
allows them to live the way they want to live.
Right. A different way.
Now that's lifestyle. Now that's lifestyle. Now that's lifestyle fuel.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Is that what I mean? But it ain't different from her. I mean, the other chick, that's a lifestyle. She stripped, she did the same thing. So what's the difference?
Fuel is not giving her no passes today.
No, okay. What's the difference? It's a lifestyle. we talking lifestyle.
It's a difference because the women you mentioned are full professionals and they still decide to strip.
Exactly.
All right. So with that said, you guys, we're going to get into it because we're talking about Atlanta. So we're going to go on and take this to the food critic, Mr. Keith Lee. And let me pull up the video so it explains to you guys exactly what's been going on. He's a food critic and basically he's a food critic, and he goes around now to different cities and stuff like that. And I want to say this about Keith Lee, you guys, before we even get into this video. One, I appreciate this brother. I feel this brother. You know, he done something that basically a lot of people can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically how he articulates, how he talk about the food, how he, you know, his reactions to it, and all that type of stuff has gotten him to where he is right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a black brother that basically has come on the rising, and it's always, and I want to say this to Keith Lee if he ever watched this. You know, it's gonna always be somebody, and unfortunately, it's always us that tries to bring you down. And because I don't know, it's because either they want to hate on you or whatever negativity is. And we had talked about this, you guys, a couple of weeks ago.
Back on this Dion shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Businesses, you know, it's our own, you know, businesses that our own people that want to bring us down. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to our culture, this is basically what we get.
I don't even know.
Who is Keith Lee though? I ain't hip to him.
Okay, so
right. I don't even know who he is.
What part did it say? What does that say? Food critic.
Yeah, I'm saying like out of Atlanta, you saying, right?
No. He traveled to Atlanta. I think he's I think he lived in either Ohio or Cleveland. I'm not for sure. Don't get me telling wrong. But and I'm gonna let you guys go on this video, whatever. And it was a big thing with Atlanta, and one of the main persons in Atlanta, which is what's her name? Candy Burgess, the singer. Y'all remember Candy Burgess from what's the name of that group? Escape. From Escape. From Escape, yes. So they own a restaurant called Old Lady, the Old Lady Game is a big restaurant there, whatever. But anyway, this video is going to explain it to you a little bit better than what I am giving you. Whatever. Hey.
I just fucking with you. I just fucking with you. Phil about to put both our ass Black Lip. I'm sick and tired of you, motherfucker. I'm tired of y'all. No.
This is the whole thing that actually was going on first, and we'll go and we'll touch on that.
Orlando Fisher said he from Vegas.
Oh, Vegas, yeah. Is it Vegas? Okay, all right, Buck. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Oh, that's Buck. Watch out there, watch out there, Buck.
Right, here we go.
Happened this week, the good and the not so good. Let's talk about it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. These two videos were posted yesterday.
Make sure if they get food, we'll sit down.
Long story short, me and my family tried to go to Old Lady Gang, and that situation just wasn't for me. And I want to be very clear. Usually when celebrities come in, they want to be treated like that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal person. So I get the employee was just trying to do her job. I'm just not the target audience for that kind of treatment. So we went to another place. We went to the Toast on Linux timeline. We went to Old Lady Gang. I shot the video. We left and went to Toast on Linux. Toast on Linux is where those two videos were taken. I had no intention of shooting the video. We just went to eat food. We walked up. It was a 2.5 hour wait time. But the people that were waiting were dressed to the nines, head to toe. On Sunday in Atlanta, people go to brunch, so they expect to wait. We didn't know that. While I was there, me and my wife took a picture with a lady who does food reviews. She has nothing to do with the situation other than the fact that we took a picture together while she was eating. They said it was a 2.5 hour wait time. We said, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. While we walked out, the entire staff walked out behind us. They attempted to implore us to stay and said that we could sit down immediately. Again, I'm not the target audience for that. Usually I would just leave, but before we left, we saw 2 cars with 2 people in each car. So they were separate. It was 2 girls in one car over here. It was 2 girls in one car over here. One car had been waiting for an hour and a half. The other car had been waiting for an hour. One car was trying to do takeout. One car was trying to sit down. So again, the people that were waiting inside that were dressed to the nines, they didn't mind waiting. But the people that were sitting in these cars, I didn't like that. So the owner and the manager walked out and they offered us a table for us to be able to sit down. We told them as a family that we would do takeout, but we wouldn't eat in the restaurant. And the only way we would do takeout is if they gave the table that they was gonna get to us to the 2 girls that was sitting in this car, which they did. On top of that, they had to make sure the girls that was sitting in this car got takeout before we did, which again, they did. The staff and the owner were extremely accommodating. They were nice, they were accommodating, they were professional. And again, that's just my experience. When we got the food, we all enjoyed it. Personally, the food was good to me. But again, I wasn't recording anything. I was just eating. We paid for our food and I tipped the waitress $500. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it because again, I was just eating food. But these videos came out and I just wanted to make sure we clear that up. The lady we met inside the restaurant had nothing to do with anything. She was just eating food. And I wasn't arguing with nobody. I don't argue. I even said in the video that they recorded. I'm just Keith. Social media aside, I'm a normal person.
Social media aside, I'm just
Cardi B went live last night and she said this about our situation.
Talking about this guy called Keith that he does restaurant review, and I'm like, who is that? Who is that? I know that being a restaurant owner is a lot of hard work, and so many people have invested money in their restaurants. People, like this, is there everything, but I always find this. Eating in Atlanta, it is such an event. You could barely order in Atlanta restaurants. Like you go like, hey, I would like to make an order. Oh yeah, we don't take orders. They don't do no pickup orders. They don't do deliveries.
God is amazing. Shout out to Cardi B. The Real Milk and Honey is one of the restaurants that me and my family went to. The Real Milk and Honey and Milk and Honey are two different restaurants. The Real Milk and Honey is a restaurant we went to. Milk and Honey is a restaurant we did not attend. I already was very clear and transparent, asking y'all not to leave hate anywhere. But specifically, don't leave hate to the Milk and Honey. They didn't do anything. Update, I just received a notice from the owner of the Milk and Honey. The place that we did not go to, them and their employees been receiving death threats. I'm absolutely 100% not with that. That's so corny and so lame, regardless of my opinion on any.
Okay, I got to cut it short because that's kind of long. So did y'all get the gist of this? What's going on?
Not at all.
I'm still a little lost.
I know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, so I get that he went to a restaurant that he went to go do a review at. Okay, I take it. He went to a restaurant he went to review at.
Okay.
That restaurant wasn't ready for him to do the review, basically.
So what it is that he goes all of these places and in different towns and everything, and he critiqued their food. But he tries to critique them without them knowing that that's what he's doing. So sometimes he don't go into the restaurant. He'll have his family go into it or whatever and buy the food, and he critique it from the car. You know what I'm saying? He'll eat it in the car or whatever and critique their food. And just give and it's his whole personal opinions. He wants to be treated like a regular person. So he's basically doing this as a regular person, you know what I'm saying? Like me or you when we go to a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? So this has been his thing. This has blown up his page and everything or whatever. Well, of course, of all the places, Atlanta, and the reason I know Atlanta is, like Cardi B says, is an event because I lived there. And when I lived there, and that was years ago, that, getting even in a place like the Varsity, you know what I'm saying? The Varsity,
which is fucking disgusting.
No, it's comfort.
Yeah, I like the Varsity myself.
It's good. You know what I'm saying? But but anyway,
it's the only place in the world you can go get a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato and lettuce on it. Let's just let that shit be known. Well, it ain't grilled cheese at all.
Yeah, it's not healthy food. It's not healthy food.
Hell no.
But still, it's good.
Chili cheese dog is good though.
Anyway, so my point is this. My point is sometimes it's hard to get in there. It's hard to, it takes a long time. So, Atlanta has been like this for a while. You know what I'm saying? But I think since the pandemic, there's been certain ways that people rules are where they're not really set to accommodate enough, the people that come.
Crowds.
And if you're not there to accommodate the people that comes or whatever, you try to come with all these crazy different rules or whatever, that's taken from you, really. So if I'm complaining about it, my complaint is to help you, not to sit here and try to complain and tell nobody not to go see you, but to help you so you can make a better situation for your customers in order to, get better service. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is about getting better service. You know what I mean? So, so the problem with Candace or whatever, and trying to save face instead of saying, hey, I appreciate you coming here, but we're going to try to do something better or whatever to accommodate our customers that has to wait and have to go through all this stuff or whatever the case may be, and not just treat celebrities and whoever, like whatever in order to, get their business, you know what I'm saying? Because your regular customers are the ones that comes in every day, or every week or whatever, as opposed to what your celebrity comes in for that one time. You know what I'm saying? So even when that celebrity do come in, and if that celebrity give you good ratings and stuff like that or whatever, and it makes your business grow, then you still have to treat those those customers that's coming around, because every customer coming ain't celebrities. So you got to treat everybody accordingly and the same. And that's all this man was saying. He was not trying to demolish them or try to make them lose business or anything. He's just basically the truth of his experience. And you cannot fault somebody, threaten somebody because of their truth. And this is what Candace was. I want to show you what Candace was saying or whatever. And basically, what her apology was or not. It really, apology to the people, I guess. But anyway, so here, let me get you guys into this real quick. Then y'all can go. We can go from there.
Let me roll this clip.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Candy, and I'm about to speak on it. No, I'm joking. I'm not about to speak on it. I really just wanted to say I do appreciate Keith Lee for stopping by our restaurant and trying to show us love. It is very unfortunate that we couldn't serve him and his family. We would have loved to, okay? But he's right. We don't take to-go orders on the weekends, and the simple reason is because we do love and appreciate the people who come and support our restaurant. On the weekends, we get a lot of community support, people in our city that show up for us, as well as a lot of people from out of town. So with that being said, we don't want to overwhelm our kitchen by having to, have such long times for the people who are actually at the restaurant, plus having to do to-go orders, because obviously that would make the wait times even longer. So that's the reason for that. For those of you, I saw a couple people was like, why wouldn't?
So I'm pretty.
Okay. Do y'all think she's trying to save face, or do y'all think that she's correct? Basically, because that's what it is.
I think she addressed what happened. Right. As a restaurant owner, she's absolutely right. Takeout orders will actually would have added to that wait time for damn sure. So I think we had a comment in here by Heather, and Heather made a great point. She says ONG has a reputation for long waits and no to go, along with one of the restaurants having power outage. Anyone that thinks his critique is wow, you need to know it's not a wow. He should have known that before he went there. And I think that's probably where he messed up at. I think a lot of times we're not new to these cities, and we kind of want to pop into a local eatery that's supposed to be lit, and we don't know that the wait gonna be long. Because I know a lot of people be like, oh, I want to go to Pink's Hot Dog, and it's like an hour and a half. Sometimes it's a 45-hour wait just for Pink's Hot Dog.
So for a hot dog? No.
Oh, I swear to you, the line is because they're popular.
I'm sure it is, but for me personally, nah, hard pass.
I'm the same way. I've been living here my whole life. I probably had Pink's Hot Dog 3 times because of the line, because it's always out of control. So I said that to say, if he would have did his homework, he kind of would have known that. So I don't think that it was saving face. I think she was doing what a restaurant owner would do, is basically clearing the air, because it was a lot, because of his popularity and his notoriety. It was a lot of unwanted publicity, good publicity, bad publicity, just to clear the air. Hey, if you come in anyway, the wait times will be longer on the weekends, because that's just how it is here. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing over here. We don't do to-go orders. So everything he said right. And she apologized in a way. So I don't think it was the same face, though.
Okay. Go ahead, Woody.
No. So number one, I don't think Keith Lee dragged the restaurant.
No, at all.
He simply stated that the wait was 3.5 hours.
So he stated the truth.
Right. He stated the fact. Candy, she didn't apologize. She didn't need to. She just gave an explanation as a business owner.
Yep.
And so I understand that. Now, do you got knuckleheads out here that's gonna call in bullshit and stuff like that? Absolutely. Every day. So like I said, he went somewhere else. He wasn't dragging her. He didn't say anything bad about her.
Right.
And her explanation, she had to do that. It wasn't the same face, but it was to give an explanation to dude got over 1 million followers, bruh.
Right.
So it was to give information to his 1 million followers that are like, hey, don't come down here and try to bomb the place. You know, we can't do it. We can't. This is the reasons why we can't do that. We won't do that. And so it is what it is. Hopefully catch you next time, or get a reservation if they do reservations.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Do y'all think that when someone basically, is that something that you try to use to accommodate people better, or give better service or quicker service, or do you just keep it the same and just like this is what it is?
I do think that it's a great question, Fuel. I do think that it should spark some conversation within the restaurant, right? As owners, okay, what can we do to cut the time down? Do we have to hire more employees? Or is that a good thing, right? Because the line makes it popular, right? So the 3-hour wait kind of helps people come to the restaurant. So it's a combination of both. I do think it should be addressed. I don't think no wait should be 3-hour long, but then it's kind of like the topic of the $100 cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? And the book on $100 cheesesteak, it just brings the people in. So the wait could be just a way to bring people in, and it's a popping spot, and the food is good. So it may not be a way that you could do anything with the wait time, because it's Saturday, it's Atlanta, and it's a hot Black restaurant. So it's probably nothing they could really do but hire more people.
Yeah. Candy, Heather said Candy and Todd have never and will never say what she and Todd can do better or differently, especially because people are going to eat there no matter what.
Absolutely.
And you know, but
that's
the attitude of no matter what should not be in case. And you know what I'm saying? Because people, you know what I'm saying? I think people, you should at least put the effort, like you said, to try to accommodate as many people as less time as you should. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have that, no matter what attitude, it's kind of like, I'm making my money. I don't care. I don't care what y'all, you know what I'm saying? What y'all say, I'm still gonna make my money. You know, and that's not fair to the customers, I don't think, or whatever. But you know, that's
so.
But just like Keith Lee's opinion or whatever was just his opinion, not the type of opinion that validates someone to try to give his family death threats and all these other stuff or whatever. And that's what happened too. People gave death threats. But then you have other people that's in Atlanta that praised him and caused, you know, and end up getting more sales because of his reviews and stuff like that or whatever. So, you know, so there's that. Would you guys say what?
So I don't think they should change anything.
It's obviously working, huh, Black Lives?
Exactly. No. So if you have your staff,
but you just not know what to expect. That's it.
Exactly. Now everybody knows what to expect. Why would you change something that's working? Okay. Mm-hmm. You can probably pay your staff a very decent wage instead of having to spread that over 10 more people.
That's true.
Where you may have to pay less.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? If your staff can get people done, and I promise you, people lay in parlay. That's why the wait's 3 hours. Because people be laying in there parlaying, probably sipping and grinning and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So regardless, no. Why would you change something that's successful? You wouldn't expect a 5-star restaurant that's run by other people in New York.
I was just about to say you just took the point I was gonna make, because
you wouldn't expect people to change for that. I mean, it's working. You're making money. People know what to expect. And you just keep moving your business.
I know when I took Jen to Del Frisco's for Valentine's Day, I had reservations and we still waited 45 minutes. Now, when we got to the door, they did give us a glass of champagne, but it definitely was a wait with a reservation. So
yeah, I mean,
and we didn't complain about it, right? I was kind of pissed because I was like, Del Frisco, I shouldn't be waiting at all because it's Del Frisco and I made reservations. But kind of like what Black Lift was saying, you know, you are not gonna really question it. But like Heather said, it doesn't mean that it's right. I do think that I agree with Fuel in the sense of customer service is a big deal to me, and there's ways to tweak it. There's ways to tweak the wait. But I like Black Liv said as well, though. Why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it though. So you know, it could be the 3-hour wait could be what the mystique of the food. Like that could be what gets people in there. And like you said, people in there chilling and enjoying the ambiance, and so you can't really. And then you don't want to get people in there and start kicking your customers out, right? You don't
That's what I'm talking about. Customer service is being there to serve your customers that are sitting down eating
as well.
You're in the moment. You're doing everything you can for them.
But just like you just said, people coming from out of town, sometimes they don't know that's the case. Sometimes they don't know, you know what I'm saying? You got tourists, you know, Atlanta got hella tourists. So when they come and you're advertising your food and you're asking time, if you're not putting on that disclosure that, hey, it's going to be a long wait, it's going to be a whatever wait or whatever, but we get to you as soon as possible, blah, blah. Let me finish and get to you as soon as possible. Then I see you. I see you was ready. You was ready, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate.
Disclose that because you having people from out of town. So it is surprising if I never went to Atlanta and I go there and I want to go to and I got to sit there and like I'm kind of like pissed, like shit. I didn't know it was like this. You know what I mean? And I might say something, not say nothing negative as far as the food, but I'm gonna be like, this weight shit is crazy. It's stupid. I ain't no way I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just forming my opinion.
I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait. I'm not waiting.
His opinion.
He didn't wait.
Yeah.
No,
I'm like Lee. I'm like Lee.
Exactly.
Way too long for me.
And the thing is, he didn't want to be treated like a celebrity or anything like that. He wanted to just, because someone else has been waiting for 2 hours or whatever, he'd rather give that seat to somebody else that's been there.
Shout out to him. Now, that's one thing I did see in that video that I respect about him is that he used his notoriety and his celebrity to help someone else. I thought that was real dope.
Yeah,
and he definitely an opportunity to get in.
But Phil, let me
ask you a question
before
you go there, Black Liv. Obviously, on Saturday, Atlanta's popping for brunch because the other spot he went to had a motherfucking hour wait too, didn't it? That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
Because they had a 3, and then the other one had an hour or 2 hour wait too. So go ahead, Black Liv. So I think that's just what you're looking forward to. You're looking forward to an hour, 2 hour wait if you're trying to go eat on Saturday in Atlanta.
So once again, man, I'm gonna be dead ass honest. If I'm going out of town, man, we live in a technology age. Okay. Bruh, even if I'm going to a damn taco place and it's a new taco place for me, I'm gonna go to Google. I'm gonna look up the reviews. I'm gonna look up the hours. I'm gonna look up all of that. And I promise you, on OLG, there's some reviews on there that says that wait is 3 hours. I can promise you that.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Even if I'm going around the corner to the taco place, I want to make sure the motherfucker's open.
Right.
And I want to check the reviews.
Yeah. Well,
bro, like I said, we live in a technology age. So to me, and especially if I'm going out of town, like if I'm coming to LA and I want to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, I'm gonna look on Google and see what's the best time to go.
Okay. Now with that said, okay. If you go somewhere and you did Google it and it said it's open, you get there if they're closed. Like people are either in there eating or they're closed for a certain amount of time, or they only taking so many as last orders. They don't close till 5, but they took the last order at 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't say nothing on Google about them like, hey, you better get there before 4 because they're gonna close the doors at 5. And you get there, what you're gonna do? You're gonna be pissed. You get there at 4:30. You're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be like, well, damn, I could at least give some kind of heads up of how y'all close or that type of thing or whatever, right?
So a prime example of that is like in Austin. There's a place called Franklin's Barbecue. Okay, it's world famous. Franklin's Barbecue.
I ain't know nothing about it, so they ain't world famous.
Bro, you need to look it up. I mean, but so people look up Google Franklin's Barbecue, and when you Google it, it's gonna tell you that they open at a certain time. You need to be there early to get in line because they only gonna stay open till they sell out.
Right.
When they sell out for that day, it's a wrap.
That's my kind of place, though.
Oh,
that shit is screaming.
You
ain't even gotta tell me it's good.
Bro,
you ain't even gotta tell me it's good.
They brisket is fire, bro.
Places like that stop when they ain't cooking shit else. That shit is amazing.
When the meat is gone, they shut that bitch down.
The food is gone, it's done.
And let me tell you, they open at 8 in the morning. People line up at about 6, and that shit is sold out by like 1. Every day. But I'm telling you, it's on Google. It's on Google.
You heard me? I ain't gonna never get no Franklins.
No, you will. I'll hook you up. Y'all come on down.
Gotta come on down and get that Franklin.
But I'm just telling you, bro, we live in a technology age. That I promise you, that's somewhere on some of their reviews or something like that.
Man ain't lying. Where is that? Hold on. Can you see it?
No,
but what it say?
I'm gonna tell you what it say. It say Monday closed, Tuesday through Sunday, 11 until sold. 11 until sold out.
Are you talking about Franklin's?
Franklin's.
Yeah.
And it says serving the best barbecue in the known universe. Texas monthly or hours. Yeah, they open up at 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, we ain't trying.
Anyway, there's no barbecue. When y'all come down, I'll get y'all some barbecue.
Come back down. All right. Okay. So I think your answers and you guys' answer is shit. And if you go there, Google it.
Yeah,
1,000,000%.
Yeah, for sure. But I also agree with
That's
you.
where you're going to be
I
going,
also
and
agree
you're trying
with
to get
you.
experience. Google it, and if you don't get that experience or whatever, then yes, make your critique of what you experience.
Exactly.
And I
You
think
can't
I'm not
pop
sure
up at
that's
some
what he
place
did or
like
not.
that.
Yeah, I can't say he didn't Google it. You know what I'm saying? But I can say all I can say that he did give his experience, and with his experience, it was true. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, you know what I'm saying, you can't get mad at somebody for speaking the truth.
No.
And that's basically what it is about,
As
about
an owner, though, now as an owner, right?
Mhm.
As an owner, me being a guy who loves customer service, I'm definitely going to take that day and I'm going to go back to the lab and find out if we can add, instead of 10, like Black Lift said, how can we add 3 more people to make this shit rock right?
Exactly.
How can we make it move, or do we need a bigger location? Because that's what I'm thinking of. Because we may just need a bigger location. It may not just be the wait time. It may just can't fit all the people in the city that it needs to fit. So as an owner, I'm definitely using that a way to make it a greater experience.
But also as an owner, there's a bottom line. You can afford that space you in.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you may be able to go to a bigger space, but that's also going to increase your utilities.
Your overhead.
That's going to increase your overhead. That's going to increase everything. When the spot you in now, I'm printing dollar bills, man. Why the hell I'm gonna move?
You're right. Fuck them.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's get on the food part. If you get a bad review for your food, should you get mad or be upset at anyone that basically give their opinion about your food?
No.
No, if your food trash, your food trash. I'm sorry.
And so the same thing, even with the customer service. If you don't go, you can't get mad about someone that basically feel like that your customer service is not up to par, to the point where you're going to do one or two things. You're going to fix that food, try to make it better, or you're just not going to care, and because you're making whatever money you need to make or whatever, and just just deal with it the way you want to deal with it. But I think us as a Black-owned businesses or whatever, when someone has a legit complaint about something, I'm gonna go to the board and try to figure out what can I do. You know what I'm saying, to make it better or whatever the case may be, instead of sitting here and feel like, oh, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you or whatever, and then have the attitude of, oh, I'm gonna make my money anyway.
But you hit the nail on the head when you said, look, me as a Black man, I'm not trying to take you down if I go to a Black-owned restaurant and I don't like the food. If I go to a white restaurant and I don't like the food, I'm a damn sure let you know. Right. I'm not trying to take you down, but I'm gonna be damn sure be honest.
I gotta let you know.
It ain't got nothing to do with skin color.
Yeah.
It's about that green color, that money. I spent money on this food, and the food was trash.
Y'all know how we are. If it ain't seasoned right, we ain't with that shit.
Bro, it better have some kind of season on that shit.
Have some good season to it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So props to that, and shout out to Keith Lee and Candy Boris. I mean, like I said, I hope that by him critiquing whatever he did critique, that helps in some kind of way as well. And then also, to these people out here that's trying to give threats or whatever, it's not that serious.
I need you to, Fuel, post that next to last one that Heather put. That she has 3 OLG restaurants and a safe place called Blaze. So you mean to tell me, Heather, and you may know this or you may not, is the wait 3 hours at all three of her locations?
And that's the case, then.
But I have to Google that as well, because if the one he went to, it was a 3-hour wait, and she got 2 other ones.
Why he go to the other 2?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think he went to the popular one. Because every location has a location.
Yeah. But it depends on location. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
point.
But
once again, Google.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you, Heather. I appreciate
you in Atlanta?
No. That's a great point.
Hey, Heather, y'all. Heather is my almost sister-in-law. So y'all get it? Almost sister-in-law.
Almost.
Almost. Okay.
That's my dog.
Almost.
Anyway,
almost only counts in horseshoes or hand grenades. So.
Right. Exactly.
But anyway, hand grenades either.
But I was
almost get your ass blown up.
But I was wondering. I was actually wondering if
you gonna blow up. You out of there.
Actually, in Atlanta, Heather. Let me know. I thought she was in St. Louis. Not at all. 3. One of the 3 has the power outage issue.
So only 2 of them was open. Okay.
And one of the 3 had a power hour issue. Okay. So so like I said, just don't fault the man for telling the truth, and don't send no death threats or whatever. He don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? God has been good in his life and handled his thing, whatever. And that's when the devil comes in and try to take from him. Oh, that's right. You are in St. Louis. My bad. I don't know why I forgot that you was in St. Louis. I'm in St. Louis. I'm in Atlanta. Oh, a few times a year. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Who's this? Who's this? Hey, fam. Hey, all right. We ready to the next one? Or do we have
History and Blackness?
History and Blackness coming up. So who we got this
I got
week?
a special one for y'all this week. This week I got some shit for y'all. I pulled this one out the crates on y'all. Cause I know y'all know who this one is. So this week I'm going to bring to you. I'm honored to bring to you Ulysses Lee Jr. Bridgman. Goes by better yet known as Junior Bridgman, a former NBA player and American business owner. American businessman. He went to Washington High School, and then he transferred, of course, and played basketball at the University of Louisville. He was drafted in the NBA in 1975. He was a first-round draft pick, and he was an 8th overall pick out of the first round. Throughout his NBA career, he averaged he had 11,517 points. He averaged 13.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game. He was afforded a contract of $350,000 a year that accumulated to about $4.2 million over his season. He was known for playing with players by the name of Sidney Moncrief and Terry Cummings. They're known as he was a forward.
Forward, okay.
Yeah, he was known as they were known as one of the greatest teams to never win it. So he was a part of that. As he was a player, he started Bridgman Foods, which is a corporation that he wanted to focus solely on owning fast food restaurants, and he did exactly that. By the end of way past the end of his career into his business career, he ended up Mr. Bridgman owned 250 Wendy's and 120 chili restaurants, and he sold them in 2016. I tried to find the number, y'all, but it must have been a lot because I can't find the number. So if y'all can find the number, let me know. After he sold the restaurants, and he took the money, he got into Coca-Cola bottling. And so now he owns a bottling plant where they bottle Coca-Cola, just different level getting money. He owns a sports media company, and then he bought Jet and Ebony magazine before when they filed bankruptcy.
And now he's worth what?
And now he's worth $800 million.
He owns 160 Wendy's restaurants and 118 Chili's.
So you say he owns it now, or he used to own it?
He used to. He owned it. Got to 250 and then 120.
Okay.
Yeah. When he sold, it was like 250.
Okay.
So he made his bag. So how he really got in though is before people knew what Wendy's was, he started to learn the business model of Wendy's, and before they got big, that's when he hit his bag. And this is just another one of those sleepers, brothers. They always talk about the brothers who get the money in the NBA and they lose all of their money, or they end up broke, or you hear about the Magic Johnsons, or you hear about the LeBron James, the people who make money off contracts who buy a team. They never tell you about this gentleman. So I thought it would be real dope to bring y'all Junior Bridgman.
At his max, he owned 450 restaurants.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is that's, like I said, an NBA player that basically went from 350 a year to a billionaire. Yeah, to millions.
Millionaire.
And he gonna make
it's worth this.
The bag he gonna make off of Coca-Cola bottling company is endless. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
You know your money, and I don't want to even stretch this out, but you know your money different, right? When you sell 400 restaurants and say, fuck it, I'm just gonna start bottling Coca-Cola. First of all, you gotta know somebody at Coca-Cola to bottle Coca-Cola. I'm just saying. Right? You gotta really know people to even open up. How the fuck do you even buy a bottling company? That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You gotta
Mhm.
have a different type of contract. Your business savvy has to be on the next level. And why we didn't hear that it's a brother bottling Coca-Cola somewhere.
Right. Mhm. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Right?
So
It's
this
a
one right
brother
here, you
currently
got
bottling Coca-Cola. Shout out to him.
Junior Bridgman, y'all.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. We're there. We didn't win so much on time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we
Good
might as well go
Lord.
ahead.
So longer and longer. Nick is in the house.
Nick,
What's up with you, Nick? She said, what'd she say? I want to be him when I grow up.
No, for
Mhm.
real.
And she
No,
said,
for real.
She said, always invest in some type of real estate or business.
Yep.
Look, we talked about that a while ago.
Yeah.
Headed to that part.
Y'all need to start buying the hood.
No, for real. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Start buying the hood.
Man, I can't wait till I get myself in a position. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
In that position. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Shoot. We got one more and we gonna be out of here. All right.
You're already an hour and a half, Phil.
I know, right? That's all right. I can edit. I can edit the argument we had.
Okay.
That shit.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's really what happened. I realized that y'all went on like a 15-minute banter about that that porn star.
Yeah, if you hear this.
Whatever, man.
Right.
Whatever.
They said, all right, let's get to it.
That's all right. All right, yo. In understanding cognitive distortions.
Yeah.
And how you recognize them.
I'm gonna give you the definition first, y'all. Let's
give us a definition, Fat Boy. Do you have it or you want me to go?
I got it right now. I have it.
You ain't got it right now if you ain't said nothing.
I got it right now. Cognitive distortion is faulty or inaccurate thinking, perception, or belief. An example of overgeneralization. Cognitive distortion is a normal psychological process that can occur in all people to a greater or lesser extent. Some of the examples of cognitive distortion is, and I'm going to explain to you what they are as soon as my damn phone load up.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is polarized thinking. With polarized thinking, a student who gets an A on an exam feels like a failure. A student that gets an A- on the exam feels like they are a failure because they used to getting A pluses. They have the mentality, if I am not successful at everything I do, I am a complete failure. I think we all suffer from that a lot. Another one is called mental filtering. And this is a negative mental filtering. An employee receives a good performance review but focuses on the one negative comment their manager made about them, disqualifying the positive. A student gets a good grade but overlooks it and tries to explain their good grades are simply luck or a fluke instead of hard work. Another one is overgeneralizing, and this is all in the form of a student. A student receives a bad grade on one exam. Based on this, they think they are stupid and a failure, and believe that all future exams they will get a bad grade. So further and further, and then you have jumping to conclusion,
Catastrophic?
No, it's not catastrophic. It's catastrophizing. It's catastrophizing. I'm sorry. Thank y'all. Catastrophizing.
Catastrophizing.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Thank you. I can't get it. My damn tongue tied. Catastrophizing. Got you. Thank you. Because I'm over here sounding crazy. Catastrophizing. And then personalization and blaming. And basically, when you jump to conclusion, you mind read. Like basically, you can jump and read what the person is saying, or before you finish their sentence, or it involves fortune telling, where you're able to see the future and you really don't know. It's based on assumptions. Personalization, I think we all do this, so I want to kind of tap into this. It says you attend a party, but all your friends are busy engaging with other people. You feel like they do not have any interest in being your friend and engaging in communication with you. This makes you think they don't belong. This makes you think you don't belong or unfairly excluded.
Interesting you said that. I went to a Halloween party. But I never, I don't know, I never had I never got the attitude of or the feeling that I didn't belong. I just feel like the engagement wasn't as, although there was some nice people that I did talk to, and there was, people there that was real cool, but it wasn't a real engagement conversation. You know what I'm saying? Something to where I can be like, all right, well, just holler at me later, or exchange numbers or something like that or whatever. But I think I could see where you're coming from when people don't feel like they belong, or can be standoffish and not talk whatever, because you feel like you have that cognitive distortions going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I mean, I've experienced a little bit of it, but not really to the point where I was like feeling bad, like feel like, oh well, I'm not good enough, or I can't talk, they can't, we don't have a conversation or anything like that. But I have been where it wasn't engaging enough uh to try to have some sort of friendship or relationship with those people. So I kind of get that. I don't know if that's part of it or whatever too, whatever. But you know, um, have y'all experienced anything like that? Or
all these, I go through all of these often.
I can't even see you. I can't even see you like engaging with people, nigga. You go in and you start talking to everybody.
So this the thing though. So this is what I'm learning. Personally though, right? I deal with these things
inside. You mean
inside, right? Internally, I deal with these things. Externally, I ain't never gonna give y'all my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I don't do. Now, my partner might receive some of it.
Yeah.
But like Nick said, she said, so if they have cognitive distortions, what do you do about it and how can you help them? I think one, just being creating an open space for them to be able to express themselves and being able to help them reprogram their mindset. But I think it really starts with themselves and realizing that it is a thing. I brought this up because my therapist talks about it with me, because what happens is I'll go through a situation and I'll do all of these, right? I'll polarize, I'll polarize thinking. I'm definitely mental filtering. I'm overgeneralizing. I'm doing all of this shit at once. And it draws me into a level of depression to where I can't get other shit done. Or I'm on edge with my woman, or blase. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that the best way to address it is for them to address it first, Nick, just to answer your question. You can only just be there and be a voice of reason and to talk to them. But if you don't understand what cognitive distortions are, and they're denying the fact that they have cognitive distortions, or they don't know that they are what's the word I'm looking? Basically displaying cognitive distortion, then it's kind of a lose-lose. You're not going to really be able to address this. So the key is for everyone to open a communication about cognitive distortion, because I think we all do this in some form of our lives, right? Whether it's financially, emotionally, spiritually. It's some people that don't go to church because they feel like they don't want to dress up, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just, in the Bible say, come as you are. You know what I mean? So it's people deal with this in all aspects of life. And I kind of just wanted to bring it to the forefront.
Yeah. Read that, Woody.
Truthfully, my kids had that. I put them in a challenging school. They all had great grades. The minute they got a bit lower grade, they were so hard on themselves. I continued celebrating them.
Yeah.
And a lot of, and I hate to say that, I at least I think, I could be wrong, but a lot of Asians are pressured like that with their families.
Yeah, they are.
No, I'm seriously, they're pressured like that when it comes to grades and stuff like that with their family. I had a matter of fact, at the college, Fat Boy, I had an Asian chick in our class, and she got A minus, and was crying her heart out. And I was like, "Why are you crying? You got an A minus." I'm like, and at the time, I think I had a B minus or something, right? I'm like happy as I don't know what.
I'm happy I passed. No,
you know, and she said, no, she's like, my dad and my mom are going to hate me. They're going to, and she was just really, really, so I guess she has that disorder too, basically, right? You know what I'm saying?
Because people's society kind of builds these expectations for who you think you should be. And so you you don't take it as a loss instead of a lesson. The A- could have been I may have did something wrong. Like, what did I not think or
which one did I miss?
it's a fucking A-, and it's not that don't think so hard. I at least got an A-, right? I didn't fail the damn test. But when you have such high expectation for yourself, and then not to mention the pressures or the peer pressures of parents and the pressures of society, that draws that expectation even higher, and the anxiety for that expectation to be ever higher. So you're not recognizing that, damn, I did succeed. You just focus on the status quo of what it means to succeed. And that's in anything, right? If like for me, I felt like every time of the year, like once or twice a year, my car fucks up some way, somehow. And I feel like my life is falling apart and the devil is attacking me. But I never take the chance that each time that I go through that, I find a way to get through it. And each time financially, I'm just in a better position to do it. But I never focus on being in a better financial position or the positive. I always focus on the negative, which then makes me become negative.
Nick said that she thinks Asian culture is extremely strict when it comes to that. What they fail to realize is it hurts them more than it helps them. That it's helping them. That is true.
They're all getting good damn jobs. I don't know if it's hurting them.
Well,
But,
this is a true fact. There's a lot of kids in college that are basically paying people to do their schooling or whatever. They pay people to do their schooling because they don't want to go through the pressure of having to make these grades or do this grade or whatever. I mean, I had a friend that actually went to school for this guy or whatever and did everything, the test, the doctoring. When the moms came to the school, whatever, you know what I'm saying, he had to play like that. He's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying. He's doing what they asked him to do, getting the good grades and everything. And this dude haven't went to school the whole semester. She was doing all this work, you know what I'm saying. It's because of the pure pressure that they put on each other when it comes to making grades and here in America. Heather said something too. Go ahead, Wood.
Says agree. They need to own they have it. I know someone that has it, and I call it out in the moment, and it really helps them realize in the moment to refocus. We are comfortable as friends that I can call it, and she gets it and is thankful.
That's what's up.
Yeah, thankful for the honesty.
Yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. And who's this? Angel Hall? Angel Hall.
She said off topic, Pam Grier or Bernadette, the daughter on Good Times, who is more beautiful. Definitely or death easily Bernadette. Pam Grier or Bernadette from Good Times?
I'm a Pam Grier man. I always have been.
Have y'all seen Bernadette from Good Times?
I've seen her now. She still looks good now. Pam is a lot older, but if you're talking about prime, I'm taking Pam all day.
Pam Grier.
Man,
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm taking Pam all day.
Pam Grier, brother. Pam Grier, older and still kind of bad. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
The knowledge, they have contact and help each other as a culture.
Once again, we've discussed this before, and I told y'all that other cultures help each other. We don't.
Yeah, that's it.
We're like crabs in the barrel. If somebody got it, they're gonna try to pull you down.
Yeah, and it's an example just like we were just talking about with the whole culture thing with Keith Lee going to these black restaurants. You know what I'm saying? It's too busy trying to people are not, and it's not even say them, but it's other people that's trying to bring them down. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're doing their thing as opposed to trying to support them and either do something as a team or stuff like that. It's crazy. I hate to even talk about our culture sometimes, to be honest with y'all.
I've already told you where I stand, what we don't do that other cultures do, and
exactly.
If we were, like they say, if we were ever to collectivize, but the problem with us is that there are too many different black people within the diaspora. And so that's part of the problem. Like I said, that's the reason why we'll never get reparations, because the majority of black people that are in Congress are first or second generations Americans. They're not ADOS. They're not descendants of slavery. So therefore, they won't get no reparations. So they'll never vote for us to get them.
Facts, black folks. I love us, but we fail all the time due to jealousy and envy.
But y'all, we have to also understand that this kind of goes tied back to what we talking about too. It also is part of our cognitive distortions, right? We've been built like that. We've through over the year, generationally, we've been pent against each other so much that it's almost unconsciously done. The gatekeeping is there because we so caught up. We don't want another nigga in here, right? We don't want to. So you got that. You got the people at the bottom. When you get it, they want to take it, and then you got the people at the top. When they get it, they want to keep it. And so as long as the people who get it keep it, the people who want it take it. And so we always going to constantly have this disagreement instead of understanding that, listen, you can take and you can keep, but if we meet in the middle and you give a little bit and I get a little bit, then we can really work together as a whole, because everybody else is one hand wash the other, both wash the face. That's just how they get it.
But for us, like you said, for us,
it's really
like,
rich, man.
It's like I made it out. I got my bread. Now you got to do it. You pull yourself up.
Yeah, by the bootstraps.
But other cultures are like, all right, like I said,
this is what I did, and this is what you do, and this is how we go about doing it. And I'm
Indians, when they get here, like I said, look, they'll buy one hotel, but then they'll bring their family over, and then they'll buy another hotel.
Yep.
You feel me? And then they end up owning all the goddamn Motel 8s in Stockton, California. You know what I'm saying?
In a quarter motherfucking mile. By facts.
Exactly. But we won't help each other.
We don't trust each other. Nobody trusts each other.
It's not trust. We just jealous and won't help each other.
No, we don't.
I made it. You got to make it.
We don't trust each other.
I think it's just that it's all of everything else. I just think it's also just it been embedded in us. It's been in the. We probably one of the only ones that's just been taught to hate ourselves. But it's like everybody. Black people, like everyone else, has been taught to hate black people. Does that make sense? Like, so it just look ugly because it's us. But unlike everybody else, the whole world hasn't been taught to hate Asian people, right? The American Negro, I'm gonna use Malcolm, the so-called American Negro is the only person in the world that it's okay to hate.
But part of the problem is, like I was telling you, we hate each other, right? But then within our own diaspora, they hate us.
Absolutely.
Africans don't like Black Americans.
No, they don't.
Jamaicans don't like Black Americans.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like Black Americans
because it's okay to. What I've learned about us, and that's why I feel special about us. What I learned with us is we the only people that you hate in public, but you praise in private. I never seen this shit ever. Like, what I mean by that is, like, they hate everybody. Everybody got this. Well, now it's for sure public now. I will say now, but what I mean by that is, it's more accepted, but it's still shunned. Do you get what I mean? Like, American blackness is the most
imitated. They hate us, but we're the most imitated people in the world.
That's what I'm looking for.
They exploit us. They steal from us. You know what I'm saying? They steal our culture. Everything that's out there right now, it has a root in the black man.
But publicly,
but they hate us. They hate us, but they copy us.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean by in private. Publicly, it's this disdain. Oh, you don't want to be like the blacks. But quietly, motherfucker can't wait to get some soul food.
Bro, they imitate our style. They wear our clothes. They imitate our style.
They want to pop that shit.
We done went on the whole. We need to think a title of this one, man, and talk about that on the next one, you guys.
No, we definitely do.
Nick, it wasn't sold. They stole it.
She said black folks own everything in history. They sold it to the others.
They stole
a lot of it.
Well,
no, but hold on, Black Bliss. Hold on.
A lot of that
shit we gave away too.
Yeah,
I know some sold
people
it.
sold out.
A lot of that shit we gave away. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. A lot of this shit been happening since the beginning of time.
Well, of course, we know that.
Harriet Tubman know better than all of us.
Of course.
You know, they been
know
that
that.
type of mentality is just it's been embedded since the inception of slavery.
Other blacks in Africa sold other blacks into slavery. We know that.
Yeah, so it's just we the only people who across our diaspora have just ruined our own people.
Right.
All across the board. Like we fuck Africans, fuck African Americans.
Some of it was government intervention, but we'll talk about that another time.
We gotta go, fellas. We gotta go.
75% of it was government intervention. Shit, for real.
What you got, Fat Boy, before we leave? Let's
go.
Oh
man, thank y'all for coming. We appreciate y'all, man, for joining us. Another great week. Dear brothers, dear sisters.
Again,
no longer in a minute. Again, no goddamn, y'all ain't sent them. Get on my damn nerves. Dear brothers, dear sisters, no longer than a minute clip. Audio or video, send it to Fired Up Thursdays. I'm sorry, Fired Up Thursday. Fired Up Broadcasting at gmail.com. That's Fired Up Broadcasting at gmail.com. That's what we originally started at, y'all. It's Fired Up Thursdays. It's funny when I say that out loud. But yeah, make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Thank you, Black Live, once again. Another great show. Fuel, another great show. I appreciate y'all.
That's what's up. Would you go ahead, Liv?
Same thing, man. Fuel, great show. Fat Boy, interesting as always. And when I get to California, I'm gonna kick my cousin's ass, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, whoop his ass. We're gonna whoop his ass together.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
I'm coming.
Each one. Well, come on, I'll kick it here. Come on. Look, I want everybody out here to tell 2 people, and then have them tell 2 people, and so on and so forth. Yeah. I appreciate y'all being here and tapping in and giving us your opinions. It's very, very, very valued. Love each and every one of y'all. Thank you very much.
And again, if you guys go on YouTube, subscribe. And also we have the YouTube Shorts and Instagram, all those things. Also, I want to apologize to anyone that's in the Fired Up Thursdays group page. We've been spammed, so we are going to turn the page to private. So understand, you shouldn't be getting those spams again. Really apologize for the crazy stuff. I don't want to say on here what was popping up, but y'all know what's popping up.
Porno.
And it was
porno. Never heard.
It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
Well, there's a lot of porno though.
Yeah, how they even got in there to do that, you guys. But we want you guys to continue support, so we changed it to private, and we've of course banned whoever that we could, all that we can, or whatever on there. So if you've seen something, in the next, if you see it in this weekend, then I need to do something else, because it should be all blocked, and everybody should be private in the group now. So once again, we appreciate y'all tapping in. See us next week at 6 p.m. And like I said, just holler at us. We're here. Give us a, if you got a question, just email us. Fired Up Thursdays. Fired Up. Look, I did what Fat Boy did. Fired Up Broadcasting at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds like it's going to do it. So, and remember,
if they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason.
Peace.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason.